reasoning is the process of reasoning logically and drawing a conclusion from given facts and statements. You guys use deductive reasoning every day. Okay, somebody gives you a fact or a statement, you base that on a conclusion. Nothing new as far as that goes at all. Okay, the law of detachment, okay, is given a conditional statement if the hypothesis is true. Then the conclusion is also true. Okay, so if they give you if P, then Q. Okay, we talked about that always being our conditional statement. Okay, then they're saying if P is true, this little symbol means therefore Q will also be true. So what we mean by the symbolic map. Alright, so it makes way more sense once we start talking about it. Okay, so it says if Mark saves $30, he can buy a new video game. Well, Mark saved $30. What can we conclude? He can buy a video game. And it says if a quadrilateral is a rhombus, then it's also a parallelogram. It's telling us that quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. So what do we know about ABCD? It's parallelogram. Okay, so it's saying if we have a conditional statement, okay, and the hypothesis is true, then we can basically base our conclusion on that. Okay? Now it says if you're 18 years old, then you can register to vote. Then it goes on to say Olivia is not 18 years old. Okay, actually, we don't know. The only thing that we can base our answer off of is if you are 18 years old. Did they give us that same hypothesis? No. So we write invalid argument. Invalid, or we can write no valid conclusion, either one. This one's a little faster. Invalid. We have no idea. We can't base our conclusion off of the information that we've been given. Just says that Olivia's not 18 years old. We're not really sure if she can vote or register to vote or not. Because the only information we have is if you're 18 years old, then you can register to vote. It doesn't say anything about what happens if you're not 18 years old. Oh, okay. So it wasn't the same hypothesis that was given, right? Okay, so this one says if the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degrees, then they're complementary. It says if J is 58 degrees, K is 32 degrees. Is the sum 90? Okay, so therefore they are complementary. So we would say angle J the angle K are that's not how you spell complementary. All right, so it says if you plan to attend prom, then you must purchase a ticket. There, purchase a prom ticket. Does it have anything to do with the hypothesis that was given to us? Right? This doesn't match our hypothesis, right? So we can't make a conclusion. Okay, we make it invalid if it does not match our hypothesis. Okay, not that bad, right? No. All right, and then the law of syllogism, okay, allows you to draw a conclusion from two conditional statements where the conclusion of the first is the hypothesis of the second. Okay? So what happens is if you have if P, then Q, okay, with Q being our conclusion, right? Then our conclusion becomes our hypothesis. So Q then R. Okay, if those things are the same, then P is going to go with R. Okay, it makes way more sense when we look at it. It says if it's Saturday, then Jake has a baseball tournament. Okay, so my conclusion right now is what? Jake has a baseball tournament. My conclusion turns into my hypothesis by next one. If Jake has a baseball tournament, then he will need to pack his lunch. Okay? So basically what happens is now, is this conclusion the same as this hypothesis? Yeah. Jake has a baseball tournament. Jake has a baseball tournament. Exact same, right? That conclusion is the exact same as this hypothesis. Our new statement is this hypothesis and this conclusion. It is Saturday. Then Jake will need active lunch. Because if it's Saturday, he's got a baseball tournament. And if he's got a baseball tournament, he's got to pack lunch. Right? Therefore, if it's Saturday, he's got to pack his lunch. Okay? So if we look at this next one, if a number is divisible by 12, then it is divisible by 6. If a number is divisible by 6, then it is divisible by 3. Does this conclusion turn into this hypothesis? Are they the same? Yes. Therefore, we put those two together. The number is divisible by 12. Then it is divisible by 3. Okay? If a quadrilateral is a square, then it's a rectangle. That's my conclusion. If a quadrilateral is a rectangle, then it has 4 right angles. Same conclusion, same hypothesis?
Yeah.
Yep. It's basically saying if the quadrilateral is a rectangle, because in this case it stands for what? A quadrilateral, yep. So now I put the other two together. If quadrilateral is a square, then it has 4 right angles. Okay, so now let's take a look. If it's sunny this weekend, then you will go boating. If it's sunny this weekend, then you will wear shorts. Is this conclusion the same as this hypothesis? No. Invalid. Okay, if you shop at Target, then you will use your Target red card. If you do not use your Target red card, then you will not get 5% off. Same conclusion as hypothesis? No. Why? Because they added in the not, they negated it. Therefore, that makes it invalid. Okay, and the one that we've all been waiting for. If it snows, then school will be canceled. If school is canceled, then students will need to make up a day of school. Same conclusion as hypothesis? Yes. So our conclusion is, if it snows, students need up school. So as fun as that snow day is, and how nice it is to have that day off, it's never any fun to come back and do the makeup, right?